I think it's so neat that God looks after us in all stages of our lives, on the high notes and on the low notes, in the mountaintop experiences and down in the valley experiences. We can trust that God is faithful, that He is with us, that He does hear each and every prayer, because He really is as close as a mention of His name. He doesn't always answer in the way that we think He's going to answer. He doesn't always answer at the time that we think He's going to answer. But He always answers in the very best ways and at the very best times.
Yes.
If you think about the three Hebrew children, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? Who wants to get thrown into a fiery furnace? Show of hands. Oh, look, nobody. I'm just doing it just in case you wondered what it looked like. They did not want to, and it was not their choice to, and yet they refused to bend the knee to any god but the one true God.
Yeah.
And for payment for that, they were thrown into the fiery furnace.
Mm-hmm.
But when King Nebuchadnezzar looked inside, he said, "Didn't we throw only 3 men in there? And I see a 4th man, and he looks like the Son of God." He looks like a son of the gods, is what it says in there. And so he gets them to turn off the fire and calls them out, and the 3 come out. And they don't smell like smoke, and nothing's burned, right? Just the ropes are gone, but there's not one hair on their head has been singed. And no soot. Exactly. Having Jesus walk right there in the furnace with them kept them safe. It didn't matter what was going on around them. They were safe. And King Nebuchadnezzar, who had forced everyone originally to bow to him, said, "No one bows to any god ever again except for the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, because He is the one true God." And you see, if the 3 children had not been thrown in the furnace, then Jesus wouldn't have shown up in there with them. And if He hadn't shown up in there with them, then the king never would have seen Him, and he would have been lost. And so they had to go through that trial to be a witness to the king. And I bet if you look at trials that you have been through, or even the trials of people that you know, or think about even the person that led you to Christ, and you discovered that their life wasn't a bed of roses, but they went through trials and they went through agonies, and yet they said God was faithful through it all. That even when they didn't understand, when they kept their focus on Him, they knew that they could trust Him, that He had to be doing something good. Because I tell you, if He's not doing something good, then we really have no hope. But the Word of God tells us that He does all things. All things. All things happen. Good things, bad things, ugly things, terrific things. All things happen. He allows things into our lives for our good and for His glory. And really that's what a Christian's life is supposed to be about. We are called to be Christ-like. And sometimes we've got to go through these things to be able to show Christ to other people. And I can promise you that when you grab hold of the hope and the realization that God is doing something, He's doing something. You may not get it, you may not know why He's letting you go through it, but He's doing something. Then it makes the whole world a difference. And even for Steve and I, even being on our own for that time period, was working in us the things that we needed to realize about our own selves and about ourselves and our relationship with God, so that when He brought us together, that we could, in all essences, make beautiful music together and have that communication with one another and with God as our common Lord. There's a song that I want to share for you. It's an old one. I remember it. Gosh, I think I was maybe 5. So we won't go how long ago that was. But it's a long time ago song. And it's called "Give Them All to Jesus."
Yep.
And it says, no matter what you're going on in your life, give it to Jesus. And I promise He'll turn your sorrow into joys. you tired of chasing pretty rainbows? Are you tired of spinning round and round? Pack up all the shattered dreams of your heart, and at the feet of Jesus lay them down. Give them all, give them all, give them all to Jesus. Shattered dreams, wounded hearts, broken toys. Give them all, give them all, give them all to Jesus, and He will turn your sorrow into joy. He never said you'd only see sunshine. He never said there'd be no rain. He only promised a heart full of singing, for the very thought that once brought pain. So give them all, give them all, give them all to Jesus. Shattered dreams, wounded hearts, broken toys. Give them all, give them all, give them all to Jesus, and He will turn your sorrow. He will change your sorrow. You know He will turn your sorrow into Hallelujah. Lord, we want to thank you so much that you are not so close that you can't see what's going on, and not so far away that you can't see what's going on. You are right where you need to be. And we can bring everything to you. The big things, the little things, the innocuous things, and the things that knock us out. We can bring each and every one to you and entrust them into your hands and know that you will use them to do something wonderful in our lives, and most especially to bring glory to yourself, because you do deserve all the praise, the honor, and the glory. And there's no sense to the world, but it's more than idol worship. You are God. You created us because you wanted us, because you love us. If you didn't want us, if you only had bad things in mind, you wouldn't have created us. You would have hated us and never wanted us in the first place, but you love us. We are more than a cosmic accident. We are here with wonderful purposes in store for our lives. And we know that things are allowed in only by your say-so, so that you can do good things in our lives. God, if there was one person here who doesn't yet know that you love them, speak to their hearts and let them know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you do love them, that you do care, that you do hear, that you have more for them than anything that this world could offer. And if they give you their heart and their heart aches, that you will heal and you will bring joy to them. Amen. Amen. Are you tired of chasing pretty rainbows? And are you tired of spinning round and round? Pack up all the shattered dreams of your heart. And at the feet of Jesus, lay them down.